Hello, and welcome to this introduction to the Department of Geography and Environment at LSE. My name is Susana Mourato, and I'm the head of department. So why come to LSE to study Geography and Environment? Well, the first reason is that we are one of the best departments in the world to study these disciplines. According to the well-respected QS World University Rankings by subject, in 2020 we were ranked number 2 in the world. And we've had this rank for a number of years now. So there we are you can see on the screen, the LSE in between Oxford and Cambridge. And we are also very different from all these other universities because we are essentially a social science department within a social science institution. So we focus on the social science aspects of geography and environment. That makes us very distinctive from all our other competitors. If you rank these universities in terms of academic reputation, in terms of the reputation of the staff that's going to be teaching you, then we rank first. If you come to our department, you will be taught by some of the best academics in the world in geography and environment. The second reason to choose the Department of Geography and Environment at LSE is that we have fantastic prospects in terms of graduate employability for our students. So according to the 2019 Complete University Guide, we actually ranked number 1 in terms of graduate prospects and employability. We have fantastic career services across the LSE and also within our department. We organize career fairs for students interested specifically in careers in geography and in environment. There's also lots of events across the LSE, and students often ask what types of careers our graduates go on to pursue, and it's very diverse and very varied. So we have students wanting to go into banking, finance and management consulting, and they do that. There's quite a few that go and do that. Then we have many others that want to pursue careers more in environmental fields and conservation, and others go into civil service and local government, or they go into international organizations like OECD and World Bank and so on, and also into industry. So several students go and work in the energy sector and so on. So it's a very wide range of careers and choices for our graduates. And the third reason to come to LSE Geography and Environment is that London was ranked actually the best city in the world for university students, according to the QS World University Rankings in 2019. And that's just in terms of both the recreational opportunities that are in London, but also in terms of the career prospects and the opportunities for jobs and internships that you can find in London. And LSE is located right in the heart of London. So in terms of our undergraduate degrees, we offer 4 undergraduate degrees in the department: a BA Geography, a BSc Geography with Economics, a BSc Environment and Development, and a BSc Environmental Policy with Economics. So we have 2 geography degrees, 1 is with economics, and we have 2 environment degrees, 1 is with economics. We also have a 5th degree, BSc Economic History and Geography, that is actually run by the Economic History department, but the students come to us to do many of the courses in that degree, and they attend all our events, field trips and so on as well. So what are the characteristics of our undergraduate intake and of these degrees? We are a relatively small university, and we are within our department. We don't take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of undergraduate students. We have around 250 undergraduate students overall, and we take around 80-85 every year. So it's a nice size for an undergraduate cohort. The students know each other, we know the students. Amongst those 80-85 students that we take every year, 65 to 75 are home EU, and the remaining are overseas students. We also additionally take 10 general course students that come normally from the US that do just a year of study with us, typically their 2nd year. So you'll be surrounded by a dynamic, cosmopolitan, vibrant and engaged group of students throughout your studies here with us. And importantly, we are not too big. We are just at the right size that we know the students, and the students sort of know each other, which is important to create a sense of community. Of course, we have many other students that are postgraduate students and PhD students and so on. So in total, we have around 600 students in the department, but 250 are undergraduate. So what makes us distinctive? Well, we, as I said initially, we have a social science focus. LSE is the best social science institution in the world, and our department, like other departments at LSE, focuses on the social science aspects of geography and environment. The degrees are very rigorous. They offer a lot of insight into methodologies and applications. So we focus on the applied side of the social sciences. And you will be taught by research, by world-leading academics. We are a research-led institution. Our research inspires our teaching. So in the classroom, you will be hearing the latest on the various methods that you will be taught. You'll have case studies that are unique because they are been developed by our world-leading academics. Most of our academics work in policy and advise policymakers, and so they bring that experience into the classroom through examples, case studies, etc. It's a unique experience. We focus on quality rather than quantity. As I said, we take about 85 students every year. Our degrees are very flexible. You can choose multiple options within any of our degrees. There is a possibility in 3 of our degrees to study modern foreign languages. And for example, if you do the BA Geography in particularly, you could graduate with a BA Geography with French in the title, if you do French in each of the 3 years of the degree, or BA Geography with Spanish if you do Spanish in each of the 3 years. You can't do that for the other degrees, but you can study modern foreign languages as an option in most of them. You can also take courses in other departments that you might be interested in. And our courses are a mixture of year-long courses that we call full unit, and half units, which are courses that only last half of the year. So they're a mixture of these year-long and half-year courses. LSE has a fantastic public lecture series. It's the best public lecture series anywhere in the country. We attract world-leading speakers, politicians, academics, activists into the LSE. So you can have people like Bill Clinton, Dalai Lama, Angelina Jolie come and talk in the evenings. And these are free to attend. Most of them are recorded. It's a fantastic opportunity to see some of the greatest minds in the world come to LSE to talk to our staff and students. And finally, we have a very compact campus in the center of London. It's a lovely area. All our buildings are within 5-minute walk from each other. So it feels very much like a campus because everything is so close together. We've been through a major redevelopment program. We have some fantastic new buildings now. And so unfortunately, we can't sort of show you right now the campus because of the situation, but you can do a virtual visit and see some of our fantastic new buildings. But the key thing is it's very compact and everything is very close to each other. You don't spend a lot of time moving from building to building. Some highlights of our offer: we have offer a personal academic mentor for each student. So each student has an academic that is there to support them in terms of academic support, feedback, pastoral care throughout their stay with us. We have diversified assessments, not just exams. So there will be coursework, there'll be take-home essays. Some courses don't have exams, they're assessed by essay. And student presentations, projects, so there's a variety of assessments depending on the courses that you choose. We have 2 teaching terms of 11 weeks each. So the first one is called the Michaelmas term, and it runs from September to December. And the second one, called the Lent term, it runs from January to March. And from March onwards is revision time and preparation for exams, for the courses that have exams in the summer. In each of these terms, the Michaelmas term and the Lent term, Week 6 of that term is a reading week, which means we don't have teaching in the department and students can catch up with their reading. Some of them go and do some field trips with their societies and they can do other activities during the reading week. So that's 1 week, week 6 of the Michaelmas term and week 6 of the Lent term. We offer a lot of support for our students. We have something called LSE Life, which is a unique center that offers support, educational support with students and their studies. For example, if you want help on how to write a better essay, how to write exam questions, how to write a dissertation, they have specialist education advisors to help you with these questions and to help you improve your exam skills and things like that. So we also have a digital skills lab for those students interested in learning coding, in learning web design, in learning data visualization and things like that to do with data science. You can learn some of those in the digital skills lab. So these are all free and open to our students to learn throughout their degree with us. We offer field trips. So in the first year, we take all our students at the beginning of the year to Juniper Hall in Surrey, which is a fantastic geographical study site. And it's so all students from all our 4 degrees go on this field trip. And then they do a variety of activities. It's during a weekend. And then in year 2, we offer international field trips for all our degrees. So one is to Cuba and the other one is to India. In year 3, there's a possibility of doing a dissertation as one of your subjects. It's mandatory for the BA Geography and it's optional for the other degrees, but we encourage people to do a dissertation. We think it's a great skill to be able to do and something to show at the end of your degree. There are year abroad options. There are to Sciences Po in Paris and Berkeley in California. So you have to apply for those. There's a competitive process. We have students every year that go on these year abroad trips. Normally it happens in the 3rd year and then they come back to LSE to finish their degree for 1 more year. So it makes the degree into a 4-year degree. And we've introduced an innovation a couple of years ago, which is an undergraduate research fellowship, where we pay students to work with a member of staff on a research project. And this has been incredibly successful. We've had dozens of students apply for fellowships to work on particular projects, and it's been a very successful undertaking. So we'll plan to continue these undergraduate fellowships as well into the future. These are some pictures from our Havana field trip, Havana in Cuba. It's a BA Geography field trip and we've run it for 2 years in a row. We haven't been able to do it this year because of coronavirus. We'll hopefully do it next year for the students that couldn't go this year. And it normally takes place around March time. It was a fantastic trip. We used to go to New York, but it was no longer exciting for our students. And so we changed it to Havana and it's been incredibly successful. We've also introduced another field trip for the students in our other degrees, for the students in the Geography with Economics degree, Environment and Development, and Environmental Policy with Economics. And they go to Kerala in India. So this has been a fantastic trip, very successful. Students do different activities depending on the degree that they're in. And again, it runs in March. We haven't run it this year. We hope to run it next year again, conditions permitting, for all the students that, all our 2nd year students, and also some of the 3rd year students that weren't able to do it this year. These are some comments on the undergraduate field trip. It's been one of the highlights of the degrees at LSE. Everyone had the most amazing time, highlight of my time. It brought the students together with the staff. It really added to my understanding of the economy and society. I enjoyed every single day there. It's one of the best experiences I've had at LSE. These are some of the formal feedback that we got from the students from some of our field trips last year. And a degree at LSE Geography and Environment is much more than just a timetable of lectures and classes. And I just want to give you an idea of some of the other things that we do to build community in our department. So we organize many parties together with the LSE Student Union Geography and Environment Society. So the society helps organize a lot of the social events for our students. So we have, for example, a welcome party for all our undergraduate students when they arrive. We have a Christmas party. We have an end of term party around just before the exams and around April time. So, and sometimes we do other parties as well, like Halloween parties, if the students want to do that. I mean, not everyone likes to go to parties, so we put on a lot of other alternative events. So we have, for example, film screenings around particular themes or particular environmental films that come out and are of interest to our students. We have photography competition every year. So in the picture there, you can see the winning photo, which was from one of our undergraduate students that's just finished. We have sports events. For example, there's a staff student football match that we put on. It's been very successful. And we have many career networking events where we bring in some alumni to talk about their experiences in getting jobs and internships. And these networking events are typically themed around, for example, there will be an environment event, an urban planning event, a charities work event, and so on. So we put these together throughout the year, in addition to LSE-wide career events. We also have an undergraduate common room with free tea and coffee throughout the day for all our students. On Fridays, we have free cakes and donuts and things like that to sort of celebrate the end of the week. Every other week, we have a free lunch, offer a free lunch in the common room with an academic that can informally talk about their research with the students and ask questions. Students can ask questions in a more informal setting, and that's normally every other week. On a Wednesday or Thursday. And we celebrate not just the academic excellence of our students through a series of prizes, we also celebrate their amazing citizenship and contribution to the life in the department. So we also have citizenship awards for the students who help other students by being buddies or mentors, for the student reps that help us with student feedback and improve our degrees, for students who volunteer in societies or who volunteer doing work outside the LSE. So we have a series of awards to celebrate the amazing citizenship of our students. So we value that together with the academic excellence of our students, citizenship is very important for us. Our final and flagship event is the Winter Ball. We've run it for 3 years in a row in January, which is sort of one of the most miserable times of the year. And we have this fantastic event, which is incredibly well attended by all our undergraduate students. It's organized by the Geography and Environment Society. And there's some pictures of the event. This is the highlight of the social life in the department. It's been very, very successful. So all this meant that our national student survey, so student satisfaction results in 2019, in last year, they've been very good. So overall satisfaction in the department is 87%. So that's above the sector average and above the other London universities for geography and environment. There are no ratings for Oxford and Cambridge because they don't fill in the NSS, so we don't know what the satisfaction is there. But the overall satisfaction is very good in the department, and in some degrees, like last year, it was 100% satisfaction in the VSc Environment Policy with Economics, and this varies across the years. You can see some of the statistics there. Staff are good at explaining things. 92% agreed with that. The course is intellectually stimulating. 90% agreed with that, and so on. So we're very happy with these results, and we don't take them for granted. We continue to work hard to improve our satisfaction of our students, and we listen to feedback very carefully and change and improve things as we go along. Here are some student comments from the last year's student surveys. The department is truly excellent. The Cuba trip was my best experience at LSE. The undergraduate research fellowship program is awesome. The department fosters a sense of community, and there's a broad range of courses on contemporary issues, and staff are good at making the course interesting and relevant to real life. And the last comment is very telling. I've truly enjoyed being part of the Geography and Environment department, and I will be sad when my time at LSE comes to an end. And in fact, many of our undergraduate students go on to study for a master degree, and some stay at LSE and stay in the department to study with us in one of our 8 master's degrees that we offer. So some students continue with us after the 3 years. And finally, we're very proud of this. We've won as voted for by the students at LSE, we've won 2 years in a row now the award for departmental excellence. So that's the best department at LSE, according to being very well organized, creating a sense of community, listening to student feedback, and generally providing excellent welfare and sort of also putting diversity and inclusion at the heart of everything we do. So we're very proud of this award. It's voted for by the students every year, and it just shows you that not only we are one of the best departments in the world in academic terms, we're also a happy department. And so in summary, we're unique in many ways. We're social science centric. We focus on quality rather than quantity of undergraduates. We are sort of reasonable size that we know our students well. Students enjoy research-led teaching by world-leading academics, often in relatively small groups. We pride ourselves by the rigor of our degrees and producing highly employable graduates across a wide range of areas, depending on people's interests. We continually try to improve our student experience, and we're the best department at the moment in terms of, as voted for by the students at LSE, in terms of the student experience. We also get very good results in the National Student Survey. And we look forward to meeting many of you in person in the future. And in the meantime, you can follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Thank you very much.